What's up, everybody? It's the Digital World Podcast, and we have to look at what's happening right now in East Palestine, Ohio. This is very, very critical. You have to pay attention to the confluence of factors that are going to come from this. So, this is what's happening. Currently, there was a train explosion in Ohio, and actually, let me start from the back. There's a train explosion in Ohio, and apparently this train contained vinyl chloride and a host of other chemicals that are very toxic. Um, and so what you see here is this massive explosion and the burning of these chemicals into the atmosphere. Look at this. The pictures are just absolutely crazy of what you can see, and this is up from the air. And then this was a national reporter who went to jail for him reporting, and a bunch of fish are showing up dead in the rivers nearby. Oh, and this gets even worse. Just wait here as I go through all this news. But all these fish are turning up dead.
Out of nowhere, he just started coughing really hard and just shut down and went very fast.
Look at all these fucking crows. I'm not kidding. This is within 10 miles of East Palestine.
You have not evacuated. Please leave the area.
And so if you're near there or near Ohio, you will definitely feel these effects. I mean, the whole Midwest will, and this is why. But before there, let me just show you a couple of pictures of what's happening here. Here is the explosion, right? I mean, this looks like a catastrophe, right? And what's gonna happen? I mean, folks, you're gonna see major efforts for climate change and getting rid of this and that. And listen, you have to be very level-headed and logical when it comes to these things, because the climate activists and those people will take this as an opportunity, right, to take a jab at what we currently use. But I mean, this isn't the first time that an accident like this has happened. And while yes, it's not a good thing and it affects our environment deeply and everything around us, you have to keep in mind that who are the players causing these incidents to happen in order to achieve their ultimate outcomes or goals. Keep that in mind, because from this, they'll probably want to start banning, our use of trains, gas vehicles, yada. It's just a push towards that climate agenda. Okay, so yes, it affects our environment. It is not good. But you got to see who's gonna benefit from all this and the agenda that they're trying to push forward. Because make no mistake, these things are coming one after the other. Burning of egg farms, burning of big manufacturing plants across the world. You think it's just a coincidence? It's not. So here, the cloud radius of the chemical burn extends way out. It has a 200-mile radius report for that East Palestine village in Ohio. This region includes 190 counties, which includes Boyd, Kentucky, Greenup, Kentucky, Allegheny, Maryland, Frederick, Maryland, Garrett, Maryland, Washington, Maryland, Lenawe, Michigan, Macomb, Michigan, and so forth and so on. So, folks, look up if you're in that area. Make sure you're following any advice for your safety. Be careful with the drinking water, and act accordingly. But spread the news. Make sure people are aware of this, because it's very, very toxic, and you don't want to find yourself in a situation where you're compromising your health being around that. So please take action accordingly. Try to find the as much information as you can and act accordingly and quickly. So this is where everything starts to, you know, come into play about what I want to end with. But here we see that the vinyl chloride, a deadly chemical, has contaminated the Ohio River due to train derailment, and that runs along the um, Ohio River Basin. And this area serves over 10% of the U.S. population. And if it's become contaminated due to those chemicals, um, this is going to affect the supply of drinking water to over 5 million people, in addition to industries all the way to the West Virginia. So this in total affects around 30 million people, so about 10% of the US population. And if you look further into it, all this flows into the Mississippi. So what this might end up really affecting, see, here's the Ohio River Basin, right? And it happened up here where this red dot is. This goes all the way to the lower Mississippi. And I mean, if it just depends on how this water flows. If this is all flowing down south, then this will just keep going down here. But make no mistake, all this area could be contaminated, and you have a cloud of it covering the whole Ohio area. And so all this water supply running down here can be and might be contaminated here in the near future. And that's going to affect the water supply to farmers in the Midwest. And remember when they said there's going to be food shortages? This is the very reason. That's why I think that, this is no coincidence that this happened, because this is going to affect a lot of things. Okay? It's not just isolated to that town. No, no, no. It's a much bigger deal. And this is why I'm saying you've got to be prepared, because things like this happen and no one realizes how much they're going to affect um, uh, all of us in the future. So please share this video, like and subscribe to the channel, and help others stay prepared. Thank you for watching. This is the Digital World Podcast, and I'll see you in the next episode.